Okay, let's look at number one together. Okay, number one was one of the problems that was missed by a bunch of people. Okay, so let's do this one together. I'll do number one the first time in this video with the shortcut, and then there'll be another video, and I'll show you the longer way to do it, so you can decide which one you want to watch. Okay, so we have 7.2 times 10 to the fourth times 3.1 times 10 to the second. Okay, the shortcut. So just think about this. We have four numbers multiplied together. I mean, you could think of it that way. Four numbers multiplied together. Well, when you have a bunch of numbers multiplied together, order doesn't matter. Okay, the commutative and associative properties tell us we can take these numbers and jumble them up however we want. So the nice shortcut is we can multiply the decimals together, and then we can multiply the powers of 10 together, because we know a shortcut to multiply the powers of 10 together. Okay, so let's just do that. Let's take 7.2 times 3.1. I'll be really honest with you guys. You should be able to multiply something like 7.2 times 3.1 by hand, but there are some problems in this Mad Lib. I mean, they're crazy decimals, like 5.23623. Okay, I know you could do it if you had to, but you can use a calculator for problems that are really, really messy like that. Okay, they're not going to give you anything that messy on iLearn. Okay, so just know, but you should be able to do something like this without a calculator. Okay, 7.2 times 3.1. Okay, multiply by 1 first. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 7 is 7. Bring the 0 down. And now we multiply by 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 7 is 21. Okay, add these up. 7 plus 6 is 13. Carry the 1. So we get 2, 2, 3, 2. We've got to be careful. We have two digits that follow the decimal point up there. So that means we need to have two digits altogether that follow the decimal point in the answer. Okay, so we need to put the decimal point in between the 2 and the 3. Okay, so this is 22.32. Okay, so multiplying the decimals gives us 22.32. Okay, now we need to multiply 10 to the fourth times 10 to the second. Okay, when you multiply powers, you keep the base and you add. Okay, 4 plus 2 is 6. Okay, most of you got that answer and stopped because you picked Mr. Marshall in the Mad Lib. Okay, but the problem is 22.32 is a number that's bigger than 10. Okay, this first part is not between 1 and 10, so we got to fix it. Okay, let me show you what I think is the shortcut way to fix it, and then I'll show you a way that you could fix it if this does not make sense to you. Okay, the way I would do it, I would say to myself, okay, what do I need to do with this decimal point to put it in the right place? Okay, and to put the decimal point right in between these first twos. Okay, because I want this to represent a number between 1 and 10. I want one non-zero digit in front of the decimal point. Okay, so what I'm doing, if I move it there, I'm dividing by 10. And I took my answer and I divided it by 10. I don't have the same answer anymore. So what I got to do is I need to take the same big answer and I need to now multiply it by 10. Okay, so I get back to the original number that I started with. Okay, so I put times 10 to the 1 over on that part of the number. So that gives me 2.232 times 10. Okay, when you multiply powers, you keep the base and you add. 6 plus 1 is 7. Okay, so that would be Mrs. Jester. Okay, Mrs. Jester. Okay, let's say, if you understand this, you can turn off the video. But let's say you don't understand as well how to fix it. If that's a little hazy to you, and you don't really understand what I'm doing, I'm dividing by 10 and multiplying by 10, and that doesn't really click with you, what you can do is take 22.32 times 10 to the 6. Okay, you can put that into standard form, and then you can take that standard form and put that back into scientific notation. Okay, so just I'll show you this just in case this helps you. So 22.32 times 10 to the 6. To put that in standard form, I have to move the decimal 6 to the right. Okay, that's going to leave me with 2, 2, 3, 2, and then 4 more zeros. Okay, so I just moved the decimal point 6 spaces to the right. Now I'm going to turn around and take that answer and put it into scientific notation. Okay, so I'm going to put the decimal point in this big number so that I have one non-zero digit in front of the decimal point. So it's got to be 2.232 times 10 to the something. So now I just need to ask myself, what do I need to do with this decimal point to get it at the end where it belongs? Okay, so I'm going to have to move it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spaces to the right. See, I'm getting the same answer. It's just a little bit longer way to get it. But if it makes sense to you, do it. Okay. Let me know if you have questions. I'll show the next video. I'll show you another way to do this entire problem. No shortcuts.